Good morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel with me in a bit of higher resolution, better quality camera. I hope you're enjoying this. So for those of you that saw my Instagram post, I had a cracking good sleep last night. I fell asleep on the sofa with my foot up in the air, and when my other half got up to go to work this morning, he said, "Don't make a cup of tea." As soon as he saw me, he says, "Go straight into that bed." And I did. And I went back into a deep sleep. And Jack and I have slept in. So, we are going to make some bacon butties. And then I'm going to get going with this video. And I'm going to do a very, very first impression of the new Charlotte Tilbury cleansing duo. And then I'm going to be trying on some of her lipsticks. And I can't wait. Say good morning, Jack.
Face filters on Instagram.
What? What are you saying, face filters? I don't use filters.
No, use like these face filters on your iPhone when you FaceTime me.
Oh, he's talking about the teddy bears.
Because of the iPhone.
I'll put a little interlude here. Right, I don't use filters, guys. This is me, right? I know what he's talking about. I'll give you a little clip in a second, and then I'm going to make the bacon butties. Okay. Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Okay, bacon butty consumed. And I am now going to review a very first impression, I haven't used it yet, of the Goddess Cleansing Ritual Spa in a Duo and the Pretty Pink Lipstick Duo by Charlotte Tilbury. So, and I'm also, I think, to go with this, going to do a very natural look using the blood sugar palette, but I'll do that off camera and tell you how I achieved it. Okay, so let's get going with this video. Now I have a bowl of water down below, and let's do this. Okay, so we have a muslin cloth. It's very good quality, actually. Feels very stiff. I hope it feels a bit softer once I put it in the water. And it's a decent size. I like that, because a lot of the time when you get face products, you get something half the size of that. So that's actually very good size. Now, little tip about muslin cloths. Okay, beauty industry charge a fortune for muslin cloths. Don't go and buy them from Cult Beauty or any beauty place. I'm just picking Cult Beauty at random. Next time you need a muslin cloth, go into a drugstore. Yes, Jack, okay. I've got my director in the background. I said, or any other beauty thing. Now, please, shh. All right, please. Okay. Now, Beauty Bay then. There you go. Beauty Bay or anything. Look fantastic.
Beauty Bay is acceptable.
Look fantastic. Charlotte Tilbury, anyone you want to think of. Do not get your muslin cloths from there. They will charge you a fortune. You will get a tiny muslin cloth. Go into a drugstore and go into the baby section. And if any of you know, look, now you will get a pack of these massive muslin squares for putting over your shoulder for your baby. And you will get it at a fraction of the price. And it is exactly the same stuff that you use on your face. So it just goes to show about marketing. Go get them from a baby store instead, all right, when you're getting your replacements. However, I'm going to use Charlotte's just to see what it feels like. And first of all, I'm going to go in with this Goddess Cleansing Ritual 1, which is called Citrus Oil Radiance Cleanse. So let's see what this is like. And it says, massage citrus oil cleanser onto the face and around the eye area. Gently immerse muslin cloth in warm water and apply to the face to melt off your makeup for a magic steam clean. Press warm muslin cloth onto the face for 20 seconds to open your pores. Okay, Now, I have to say, I was a little bit, wasn't sure whether I wanted to get this. But then I just couldn't help myself. Because I've got lots of cleansers and things. But I do like using cleansers with muslin cloth. So, now, I have to say, it smells wonderful. The other reason that I was a little bit apprehensive about getting this was because it was lemony, and I was a bit afraid that it might strip my skin of oil where I'm dry. But we shall see. It feels quite moisturising going on. It doesn't feel too soapy. It feels more oily than soapy. And it smells delicious. Although fragrance in skincare is not necessarily a good thing, but it seems to be more kind of essential oil fragrance than just fragrance. Okay, so I've given that a good massage. I just want to give that, I'm not sure if you should do this, but I will soon find out. Just want to make sure that it's given my any mascara or anything left over on my eyes, doesn't make my eyes feel sore. And now I've got my muslin cloth, and down here I have got my bowl of water. So just bear with me a second. Okay, muslin cloth, and over we go. And I'm just going to let that steam clean for a few seconds and take in the fragrance. I have to say, it's not as strong as I'd imagined, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because you don't want scent there for the sake of it. Now, let's see what comes off on the muslin cloth. This is my first cleanse of the day. I do love a good cleanse with a muslin cloth, I have to say. And it does feel scratchy enough to, when I say scratchy, I mean sort of to give your skin a good exfoliate. So don't forget, some muslin cloths are so soft that they're not actually going to be very effective at taking off any dirt or whatever. Not bad, considering that was my first cleanse of the day, and there shouldn't really be any makeup or anything on my skin. That looks quite good. Okay, I'm going to go and change the water so that I can use the second cleanser on my face and give you my thoughts. But so far, so good. I don't feel like, it doesn't feel like it's dried out my skin. I will let it dry down for a minute, but it doesn't feel drying, which is good. That's what I was worried about with this cleanser. Okay, I'll be right back. I have cleaned my muslin cloth. I have changed the water. Criticism is, given that there's 2 cleansers in the pack, I think it would have been nice to have 2 muslin cloths. Wouldn't have hurt. But it's just a little thing. So anyway, let's go on to Goddess Cleansing Ritual 2. Now, the other thing that I would say about this is it doesn't really make it clear as to whether or not you should use them both together, or whether or not it's just use whichever one you think your skin needs on that particular day, or whether one's for the day and one's for the night. That would have been nice to have a little bit more guidance. It doesn't sort of say follow with, it just leaves it up to you. So I'd be interested to know your thoughts on that. So this one is called the Purifying Charcoal Cleanse, and it says a bamboo charcoal skin purifier that draws out impurities through the natural power of absorption. Massage charcoal cleanse into wet face until it turns white, avoiding the eye area. Wet muslin cloth in warm water and wash off. Okay, I do not have a wet face, so I'm just going to wet my face with the muslin cloth. 1 second. I haven't wrung it out as much as before, just to make sure my skin's nice and wet. Okay. And then let's get this onto my skin before that evaporates. So it looks like clay. Jack, what do you think of this cleanser? Look. And I can see it already going white.
I can see your face going grey.
Yep. That's right, it goes from black to grey to let you know when to actually wash it off, Jack.
No, it literally is grey. As soon as you put it on, it was grey.
Oh, well, there you go. There's good feedback. Good reviewing from Jack. So this is the bit that actually needs to be clarified, whereas this part doesn't have the open pores. So let me just see. Let's see how white this goes. And I'm just going to let that sink in for a little minute, and I will be right back once I've cleaned my hands enough to press the off button on my camera. Okay, it's been 2 minutes. I can't see it actually going white. Do they mean grey, or shall I leave it for a while longer? I will leave it for a while longer. Be back in a minute. Okay, we've just looked at the instructions again, and it says massage until it turns white. Silly me.
Remember always.
That's better.
Oh.
Now it's turning white.
Now it's more silver than white.
Mind you, don't kick over that bowl of water. Anyway, it won't have harmed for it to be sitting on my skin.
See the white on your face since it would change colours? Oh, there it is.
It's definitely going white now.
That looks blue.
Well, I think they mean it's because it's got black pigment in it, looks blue, but I think this is what they mean.
No, mainly because of your skin colour.
So it's now feeling...
But it isn't blue, so I'm so confused.
It's now feeling more like a mask than a cleanser, which is interesting. So it's definitely the rubbing in that makes it go white.
Yeah, because you just waited and all it did was disappear.
And it makes it thicker as you... it's actually going very, very thick. Now, it's supposed... Jack today is being my little assistant. The point of it is it's supposed to draw out impurities from your skin. So you know where you've got... Actually, Jack, this might work for you. You know on your nose where you've got those little blackheads? Yeah. We all have that in our family when we're in our teens. This might be good to put on your nose.
Why? Because they make them disappear.
It'll draw them out.
What does that mean?
It'll draw out the black from those pores. Okay. Yeah, and they will disappear.
Yes, I want some later.
Right, we'll try some on Jack. All right, no swearing, please. Okay, so let's rinse this boy off.
This boy?
This bad boy off. This definitely needs a muslin cloth to bring off. And I will let you know what it's like on Jack's nose. Comment below if you want me to do a video of Jack having his nose done. What do you reckon, Jack? Would you do it if they said yes, please?
Why does your skin look so... Your skin colour looks so different.
Does it?
Yeah. Your skin colour looks more pinkish.
Ah, see. There you go. We have our best reviewer sitting in the background. I have to say that I do like the size of this muslin cloth, because a lot of muslin cloths, as I've said before, are not big enough, and you end up running out of fresh muslin cloth to get it all off. So well done for that. and it's very easy to get off, which is also very good. I know Jack says my face is now looking nice and pink. Now, I did feel like I was going to be a little bit sensitive to that mask. Felt a little bit tingly, so I'm going to check on the ingredients, but so far it's not irritated me too much. I don't think I'd have wanted to leave that on any longer, so I'm glad I reread the instructions. Okay, I'm going to go and sort out my cloth and everything else, and I will be right back once I've finished the rest of my skincare routine, ready to put on some makeup. Just before I go on to the makeup, I'll just run through the ingredients a little bit. So in the lemon goddess cleaning ritual, just from having a look at the ingredients on the back, there is some perfume in there. There is also some vitamin C. There is some various oils, watermelon seed oil. Not sure what the benefits of that are, but I'm sure it's there on Charlotte's website if you want to look it up. There's bergamot peel oil. There's sunflower seed oil. There's vitamin E, which is good, which is why I didn't feel it dried it out as much as I had feared. There's lemon peel oil, carrot seed oil, which is supposed to be very good for brightening the skin, and it's supposed to be quite good for hyperpigmentation. And there is some more vitamin C and geranium, lemon oil, citrus oils, that kind of thing. It's got coconut alkanes. I haven't seen that in skincare before, so I'm not sure what that does. And then the second jar has got in it some glycerin, as did the first one, by the way. It has got something again to do with coconut. I'm not sure what that is. It's got charcoal powder, niacinamide, which is very, very good at stabilising the skin, especially if you have acne. It's got peat. Again, not sure what the specific benefits of that are. It has got perfume, sodium benzoate, which is not brilliant, but it's okay. Bergamot oil, citrus oil. Just wanted to add, when I was going through the ingredients, I was actually reading the ingredients, but on the side, Charlotte's also got some of the key ingredients like peat and bakuru butter, and explains what they do here. Okay, so some of the other ingredients that I wasn't sure about are on the side of that box, and I will put a picture here so that you can read that. I think in terms of the ingredients, I'm feeling a little bit more uncomfortable with this mask than I was with this mask. So if you've got sensitivity, I think there seems to be a little bit more perfume and fragrance in this, even though, interestingly enough, I couldn't smell it. So I would say in terms of sensitivity, this one is better than this one. Okay, now I'm definitely going to move on. Okay, this bit I just had to show you my rose gold jouet highlighter, and I just put on some MAC blush in Style and some Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow, but I just love this highlighter and I thought it would go really well with this, and it did. Okay, so yeah, I'm doing this one in slow motion so that you can see exactly what it looks like when you put it on the skin. Enjoy. Okay, so that's the makeup done, and I hope you can see that you can get the beautiful subtle look out of the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. So if you're intimidated by some of the darker colours, there is a way to actually blend them in, even the really purple ones. If you want me to do a sort of more subtle look using some of the brighter shades, but blending them in and making them look more of a daytime look, let me know. So now we're going to have a look at this. Now, I will say that face mask did feel a bit sticky afterwards, so I rinsed my face again. And I definitely noticed that my skin was a little bit more sensitive to my vitamin C afterwards. So if I do try it on Jack, I am going to do a patch test on him before I put it on his face, because he is very, very young. Now, if any of you don't know how to do a patch test, I will show you at the end if my volunteer wants to come onto camera. But let's first look at this lipstick. Yes, we'll do that at the end, darling.
Me as your volunteer?
Yes, I'll show them how I would do a patch test on you. Okay, so first of all, we have the Pillow Talk, as you know, lip liner. And I'm going to put that on first of all. Now, I won't put it on all over my lips today so that you can see the true colours of these lipsticks. So we have two colours in here. They're very tightly packed in the box, by the way. So just bear with me a minute. But we have two. So we have one of her Matte Revolution lipsticks, and the other one is a kissing lipstick. And I have to kind of push this lipstick tube out with the lip pencil, otherwise I can't get it out. So first of all, we have Blushing Dream. Now, Blushing Dream is, you can tell from the shape that this is her kissing formula, because if you don't know, when you open one of her lipsticks, the kissing formula is shaped like that, and the Matte Revolution is shaped like that, so it's more squared off, okay? So I will show you, first of all, so the kissing formula, which is Blushing Dream, is actually slightly fairer. Let me just swatch that on my hand for you. Okay. And now I'll put that on my lips. Sorry, my lips are a bit dry today. I should have put something on beforehand. So that is Blushing Dream, and I will just interlude this with a photograph of the swatch and of my face. Okay, so next up we have Rose Kiss, and this one is slightly darker, Matte Revolution, and I'm just going to swatch that here. Okay, and sorry, let me just do a close up there so you can see, and then I'm going to put this on. Okay, sorry about that, my phone rang. So I just finish off here. So I think Charlotte does pinks really well. These are lovely, flattering pinks. if you find that things like Penelope Pink and some of those are too they wash you out too much, sorry, had to think then, then these are definitely ones for you. But they are brilliant. They're lovely colours, and certainly back to her old formula. Nothing like that awful lipstick she bought out last year, Sunset Lover or whatever. Okay, so I will put a photograph of this in between and a swatch there, and that's me done for the day, except I will see if Jack wants to finish off by showing you how I'm going to do a spot test on his arm. Okay, right, Jack's not interested, which is fine. But basically, a good place, if you want to patch test on your, is to put it in the crook of your arm for two reasons. One, because there is a bend in your arm, it can get quite sensitive. So it's likely to get sensitive if you're going to be sensitive to it, because you're not letting too much air to it when you're bending your arm. Secondly, if it does react, it's not going to show up too much. And, you know, if it scars or whatever, you can calm it down quite quickly. So it's a good place to do a patch test. But given that I felt quite sensitive after that, and my skin isn't that sensitive, I will probably think twice before trying that cream on him and get something else for him. But that's my review for today. If you've got any questions, let me know. Let me know what you think about the new camera. And I will see you all very soon. Take care. Bye-bye now. Have a great weekend. Don't forget to like and subscribe.